Hi everybody, it's XG with me and it's your girl BG and I'm back with another video. This is for XG move number 5. Unexpected video. We saw this video, or at least a version of this video, a few weeks back when the choreographer Tina posted it on her Instagram. And I was blown away when I saw it then. So I'm not sure if it's the exact same choreo, just in better quality, or if it's a little bit different. We'll find out and see. But I will gladly watch Jurin a million times over. I also think it's really interesting to see Jurin dancing next to someone outside of XG, right? We're so used to seeing them all dance as the 7 of them, and they're so incredible when they dance together, and there's such a power like that, right? But it's not very often that we get to see any of them truly full out dancing with another person. So I'm excited to rewatch this if it's the same thing, and kind of see the juxtaposition between Tina, the choreographer, and Jurin. So let's get into it. Oh my gosh, the Nike, they're so cute. Hold on. That was a side profile. That was a side profile, Jurin. So we've got to give an award just for the side profile. Just for that. And just for the fact that we're getting a move with Jurin. That's a 5 out of 5 Jurins. Come on, that's easy. That's an easy 5 out of 5 Jurins. Okay, let it run. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Okay, so this seems like the same choreo. And she's smart as fuck, I got this bitch straight out of Yale. Wow. And you know I'm high as fuck, my eyes just red, but it was just pale. If it's up, then nigga stuck, don't come outside, not even for L. Oh my gosh. It's like no matter how many times I've seen this, I'm just gobsmacked. Nigga thinking this shit sweet. It's too short. It's just too short. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not a dancer, but just watching this and getting to see like the power that Jurin has as a dancer. And obviously we see that in XG choreography, but getting to see her do something outside of that, like when we got to see their initial solo moves, right? When it was to other music, there's just such a different vibe to that, getting to see just a different style, and having this choreographer Tina, who I don't think has ever choreographed for XG before, right? This is just like a her and Jurin thing. It's so interesting just to see how Jurin like is adapting her style, because each choreographer's style is so different, and depending on the music as well, obviously is going to dictate some of the movements, but what each choreographer like deems is important, or the kind of textures that they like to highlight or promote, I think is really, really cool. So, okay, we have to watch it again. Let's watch it again. Look at Jurin just walking in like, whatever, just about to kill this. But it's so interesting because even like that beginning part, it's the same choreo, but they are dancing it very differently. Yeah, they're still hitting it very differently, even though it is the same choreo, which is really interesting because, you know, in XG, everything's about being exactly in sync, right? Like, and they're so good at doing that, about just being completely in sync with everything they do. And that's something that's so mesmerizing about watching XG, because it's just so clean and so together. So this is really cool in a different way, because they're dancing the same moves, but yet their emphasis and the way in which they hit certain moves is different. Like, they're not completely in sync. That's actually a cool thing. You get to see what they deem more important and where they put their power when they're doing it. I think is actually really, really cool. Because, yeah, their emphasis is just different when they're doing it.
Like even there, like the way they held that move, it was different. And I'm not a dancer, so I don't know technical terms, but like even the way they hold it here.
When she wanna fuck, I just tell her ring the bell. Hit her from the back, she can't do nothing but yell. And she smart as fuck, I got this bitch straight out of Yale. Yeah.
Something that is so, oh my gosh, just exquisite about Jurin's dancing. She has such good, like, power control. So everything, for as absolutely big and cool and like sharp as this choreo is, she has such an ability within her body to like rein it in and contain it. It's crazy because I don't even feel like she's even anywhere near full power dancing this at all. Like not even close to full power. Even though she's hitting, like she is hitting these moves, it's in such a controlled and precise way that it's just really, really interesting to see that. Where I feel like Tina, like her power seems like her power is much more like at a max. And Jurin seems like it's a lot smoother through the whole thing. And neither of those is better or worse than the other one. It's just like the difference in way they go about dancing. So like Tina's dancing seems a lot more like power soft. And Jurin seems a lot more like she's kind of riding a wave when she's doing it. It's so interesting. Like even that right there. Oh my God, that's so satisfying. It's so good, guys. It's so good. I wish the lighting was like turned up so we could see better, but like there's certain moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot stop. Like that there, I cannot take my eyes off Jurin. That, oh my God. But yeah, there's something about Jurin in this. It just seems so controlled. In a good, like that's a good thing. Wow. It's crazy. I love this bounce. And even still, like the bounce is so different between them. Like again, I feel like Jurin's is like, it's smoother. It's much more riding this wave of just like I'm containing my energy. Whereas like Tina, when she's doing it, it feels a lot more like pop up, big energy than like down, soft, pop up, big energy. I don't know if any of that makes sense because I am not a dancer, but there's a definite difference in the way that they're performing it, which is just really interesting. It must be cool as like a choreographer to see people interpreting your work in a different way than you might necessarily do it. Like that's really interesting. Oh my gosh. Oh my, I love that. And then they like hold it and they go into this. Oh my gosh. I mean, this whole thing is a 5 out of 5 Jurins. This whole thing is a 5 out of 5 Jurins. It's so freaking good. It's just so fun to get to see them be and create in multiple different ways, right? Like getting to see the tapes and seeing that side of them, you know, the rapping and singing sides with the Vox and the tapes, and then getting to see the move sides of them with the dancing, and then getting to see just like the full song and production of an XG, you know, whole unit song. I just love getting to see those different facets of them. And like even watching or thinking back to like Jurin's first solo dance, move to this, and just how different I feel like there's so much more control and confidence in this move versus her first one. Her first one, she absolutely killed. It was incredible. Here, just with age and time and experience, she just seems so much more sure of herself. And obviously, she clearly worked hard and learned this choreo, but it looks effortless. It looks like she just got up and just was like, "Oh, I'm going to do this dance," and just did it. It looks like she's just freestyling and going with it. It's so absolutely incredible. Every time I see her do anything, I'm like, "Oh, our leader." I love her so much. I hope we're able to get moves from everybody because all of them are deserving of having a new move and seeing that progression again. It's just crazy. Like, if I think back to her past, like, other tapes and stuff, even just some of the lyrics she's saying, right? When she's talking about, like, I'm not 5'9", but like I'm a little giant and things like that. Like, all of XG, like, I feel are like that. You see them and they're so little when you see them in real life, but then you see them do these things and it's just so ridiculous how incredible and large and big it is, and how their presence is just so immense, even though they're so small, right? Like, it's so cool. I feel like I have to watch it just one more time and just point out my favorite moves, because like, she's just casually walking up like it's nothing. Oh my gosh. And she's like, "Yep, okay, let's go." I love the way she holds that there. The musicality is so good. That, I love so good. This, I love. I love how expansive this is too. I love that. Like, going from this fast to the slow. That's one of my favorite moves right here. And the head nod. And they go into that. I love the use of space for this because Tina did such a good job of not only, doing a lot of things with legs, arms, head, there's like isolations and things, but they're going from up, like using their whole body being tall, to being on the floor bouncing, to spinning this way, to going up and down this way, to moving diagonally, to moving left and right, to interacting with each other. It's such a great dynamic choreo. From a non-dancer just watching it, it's super, super satisfying and so cool to see. I truly hope that we get to see more of this. I hope that one day we get to see them legitimately freestyle and come up with their own choreo, because especially somebody like Jurin, like, I know she's coming up with her own stuff and like dancing to things, and she picks up choreo so fast that I would be really, really interested to see what she just naturally does in a moment. That would be really awesome to see. This made me so happy. Jurin was just shining and amazing. Thank you to Tina for making this incredible choreo, because Jurin just absolutely killed it, and this made me so, so happy to watch again. So I'm really hoping that we get more individual moves from everybody and also a group move again. That would be so, so incredible. It's XG with me, and it's your girl VG, and I hope to see you around for another video. Bye bye.